now, yes.
Good. Did Betty take your blood pressure, incidentally?
No.
I'll have to sort that out afterwards. Okay, now, there are more of you than yourself, aren't there, in this Rose of Avalanche?
Yeah, there's four members, apart from myself, Mark, Paul, Glenn and Nicole.
Right. Where are they today?
At home in Leeds.
In Leeds?
In Leeds.
Ah, so you live in a sort of big city? Right. See, that's not good for your general health. I mean, do you get out to the country a lot, or do you find you spend a lot of time in Leeds?
No, I love Leeds, it's a great town.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. What about when you're touring, though? Surely you go out and about and travel quite a lot?
We travel quite a lot, yeah, but I always end up, like, staying in the dressing room or the hotel, because I don't particularly like walking around cities, unless it's Leeds, of course.
Well, that's not good. You should get out and do some exercise. Do you do any sort of fitness, that sort of thing?
Just drink all the time.
Just drink?
That's
Yeah,
about
that's
as
not
much
good. I'll put that
as
down
I
on
get.
your file. So you don't actually play any sports or anything?
No.
Oh, dear, dear.
I play darts now and again.
Play darts? Oh, well, that could be very handy, actually, for a bit later on. Excellent. I'll put that in my notes. You don't happen to know the deepest part of the Atlantic Ocean, do you?
No.
No, I think it's the bottom. No. Now, I've got a quote here from you, according to my notes. You say, especially girls for some reason. You can't remember what context you said there, can you?
Influencing me, yeah.
Ah, girls influencing you.
Yeah.
So they play a big part in your life?
Well, they mean a lot to me, most girls, yeah.
Yes, I see. Right, we'll put that down. Okay, well, I think that's about all my notes. Do you sleep well? Do you dream or anything? Or?
I sleep well, yeah, very well.
Yeah? Okay. And do you find you get a lot of inspiration from dreams, that sort of thing?
A few nightmares, yeah, they're quite... get some inspiration from them.
And they're reflected in your songs?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I've got my plug here. If you'd like to tell us all about your latest tune that was playing here, I'll plug you in. Right. All yours.
Well, first of all, we've got, for all the European people, there's an album called Always There out, which features some classics by us called Velveteen, for instance, and LA Rain, and of course Always There, the British single. There's a gig on the 3rd of April in London at the Camden Hammersmith Odeon or whatever. That's about it.
Yes, I'd recommend a game of darts to anyone. It makes me feel on top of the world. You play regularly, do you?
Now and again, yeah.
Any sort of league or anything?
No, not much.
No, right. Well, anyway, here we go then. I'll go first, shall I? Here we go, going for that 20. Oh, try again. No, I expect you'll do a lot better than that.
I hope so.
So, tell me, have you any sort of ambitions for the bands now, or what's ahead of you?
Well, we're doing a tour of Italy in the near future, end of April.
Yeah?
And then there's a few gigs in England. That's about it for now.
Right. Well, it's a very precarious life being a sort of pop star. Have you any alternative careers you could possibly take up?
Professional dart player.
Professional? That's not a bad idea. Well, you better carry on practicing if you're going to do that. Yes, I say. I think you could take it up, you know. Now, are you feeling better now? Because usually the darts helps, I find. Are you sort of feeling more...
Yeah, getting into things.
Yeah, in charge of life? Good. That's the sort of thing. No. All right, well, I'll call Betty, and I hope this clinic has done you good. Betty? Yes, Betty, darling?
Yes,
could you arrange for Mr. Morris to have one of your lovely rub-downs, darling?
A rub-down, yes, certainly.
Yes.
Well, we'll send him through, will you?
Give him a good going over, will you?
Certainly.
All right.
All right.
Phil, if you'd like to come this way, I think Betty will sort you out. Thanks very much.
Thank you. You next, Doctor.
Yes, I'll see you later, Betty, all right, for the usual.
All right, darling.